All right, what's going on, everyone? My name is Andrew Frank. I am here to do a review on the Rain and Win Pickleball paddles that I own. So just to give you a quick little background about me. So my primary sports are beach volleyball and golf. So I've been playing high-level beach volleyball for probably about the past 7-8 years now at this point, and then been playing amateur golf, scrambles, amateur tournaments. I've been doing them for probably about the past 10 to 12 years. So this past summer, started picking up the game of pickleball, just because I was seeing it out online, social media, and the parks around here in central Pennsylvania, they're always just filled every weeknight whenever the weather's good with pickleball players. So I started off with a Franklin paddle set with balls. So used that for about a month, started getting the hang of it, started really enjoying the game. And so I figured, okay, well, if I'm going to, start playing this more, I need to up my paddle game. So I started looking at different companies and came across Rain and Win. And was looking at designs, and I thought, oh wow, these are they have great designs. But second off, as I was reading through their website more, every proceed goes towards helping the bee pollinators and also honey production, which is definitely something that we could definitely use more of in the world today. So let's just start off here with the first paddle that I bought. So first paddle that I bought from them months ago was this one. It is called the Super Hive. So as you can see there, it is a 14 millimeter. So every paddle that they sell has a carbon fiber face. So you can hear that. There's plenty of grit here on this one. So going from the Franklin paddle set to this was a humongous difference. So this one is really designed for defense. So it's really great with spin and control. So hitting forehands, backhands, you will see the spin, you will see the ball even curving a little bit too, just with the amount of spin that this produces on it. So if you're a person who struggles with hitting the ball out, especially long ways, I 100% recommend this paddle. So even whenever I started getting into singles with my brother, we were able to have longer rallies just because I wasn't hitting the ball out as much, which always gives you an opportunity to win the point. But even doubles wise too, this is a great paddle when it comes to those dinking battles, but also defending those hard hitting shots up at the net. So definitely recommend this one if you're a person who definitely needs some more spin and control in your game. All right, so the second paddle I ended up buying from them was this one. So it is the 16 millimeter Therofoam Excluder Pro. So this one, you can just look at it and feel it is heavier than that Super Hive. I think that Super Hive comes in at about 7.8 ounces. This one I think is about 8.1, 8.2. So definitely has a little bit more of a heavier feel to it. But what this one is great at is it has a humongous sweet spot area. So if you're a person who sometimes catches the ball, at the top of the paddle or at the base of the paddle, this one offers you forgiveness everywhere. So basically this huge sweet spot here, you're good. But what's great about this one is this one gives you a lot of power, but it doesn't really sacrifice a whole lot in terms of spin. So what I primarily use this paddle for is singles. It's great with serves. I can get a lot of people in trouble just with my serve, but also too, it helps me hit a lot of winners from the baseline. I have used this one when it comes to playing doubles, and it does take a little bit of getting used to when it comes to dinks just because of the power that this produces, but it's nothing that you can't solve with a couple minutes of just dinking the ball back and forth with another person, or just even using the wall. But if you are primarily a singles player, I definitely recommend the Therofoam Excluder Pro paddle. And also too, I do have an overgrip on it. Their grips are great right out of the packaging with it. Like this one is right out of the packaging. The Hive here, which we'll get to next, this is right out of the packaging. Great grip. I just like a little bit of a thicker grip. That just comes from me with golfing. I like to have either medium or oversized grips when it comes to golfing, so figured why not keep the same when it comes to pickleball. And also too, just because my forearms sweat more too, so I don't want to necessarily be losing the paddle. And these over grips that Raw sells and also Crown Pickleball sells, they've been great for that. But moving on here, last but not least, just the paddles that I have. These are the 16mm Hive paddles. So this one is the Aloha one, and then this is just this is their newer Hive paddle, but it has the same kind of Aloha imaging on the sides, or on the faces of it, I should say. And also too, I love the new updated logos on the side. I think that is so sweet. And also too, if you check the bottoms of it, it has their B logo. But just a quick little background about these paddles. So when this one came out a couple months ago, all proceeds were going towards helping the victims of the Hawaii wildfires. So again, great cause, great idea. Honestly, one of the big reasons why I ended up purchasing one, just to try to help out those victims over there. But primarily though, what this paddle is great for, this is your well-balanced paddle. So again, balance when it comes to power, balance when it comes to spin. I primarily use this one for doubles, just because it helps me out with both spin and power. So dinking, these are absolutely great if you need to hit some hard-hitting drive shots to try to get your opponents in trouble. These paddles will offer that too with it. So if you're looking for more just of an all-around, well-balanced paddle, I highly recommend the 16mm Hive paddles too. So just to give a broad summary here on Rain and Win Pickleball paddles, they do what they claim they say they do. Like, you're going to be able to tell a difference in spin just with your first couple shots of hitting one, whether it be forehand or backhand. They are great in terms of noise quality. So there's not really a loud pop sound. They're more of a kind of a droned out sound, which is great on the ears, because I know noise reduction is now starting to become a thing in the game. And also too, in terms of vibration control. So especially the Excluder Pro and the Hive, you can't really even feel a vibration coming through your elbow, which is great because it helps you out with reducing your chances of developing tennis elbow. And I do know too that Rain and Win Pickleball, I do believe they have a deal going on where if you do buy a paddle, you can get a set of 3 of Crown Pickleballs. And I know Vulcan Pickleball just became the official ball of the PPA Tour, I think. But honestly, with what I've been seeing and what I've been reading, they look the exact same. And these are cheaper for a set of 3, so why not just go with the cheaper price whenever it's basically the exact same ball? And also, too, the owner of Crown Pickleball, Kevin, and the owner of Rain and Win Pickleball, Greg, they have a podcast going on YouTube and on Instagram, and I think it's on Spotify too. I have to double check that, but it's called the Top Spin Podcast, where they discuss all things current going on with pickleball, and also like what they are doing for their respective companies, to whether they're coming out with new, what are they trying to do to help out with their local communities. So definitely go give them a check out, go give them a follow. But yeah, that's it for my review. I have really no complaints with Rain and Win Pickleball's paddles. I give them out to friends who I play with, just for them to try something a little bit new, and I've yet to get a negative review on anything with them in terms of cosmetics, in terms of their power spin production, grips. I mean, all in all, it is just a well-balanced, their paddles are just well-balanced, and they do what they say they're going to do, which is great. And their reliability, too, has been phenomenal as well. I mean, I hit the ball hard, and I've yet to actually have any cracks come through the surface here or anything. So definitely go give them a check out. And if you're in the market for a paddle, I mean, why not go support a small business who is donating proceeds back to a great cause?